Today I'm going to put dinner on the table in around 30 minutes thanks to this classic recipe. Let's make my beautiful beef hot pot on the One Pot Chef. Things first, we're going to brown off some beef. I've got a kilogram or about 2 pounds of beef which I've just chopped up into chunks. Now don't use anything terribly expensive. The cheap cut like budget rump will be more than adequate for this. Leave the expensive stuff for a good steak. And we're just going to cook this in batches in a fry pan for a couple of minutes just to brown it up on all sides. You don't need to cook it all the way through. Once the meat is brown, transfer it onto a plate while we work on our other ingredients. I've added a little bit more oil to the pan, and over a medium heat we're going to add in 2 cloves of crushed garlic and 2 small brown onions. Now I have just roughly chopped the onions into wedges. You can dice it up finer if you wish, but these kind of hot pots, they're always good if they're a bit chunky. And I'm also putting in 2 carrots, which I've just diced up. And because the carrots are a bit dense, I've made them into little pieces so they cook quickly in the hot pot. And we're just going to cook this stirring for a couple of minutes or until the vegetables have started to soften. Next, I'm adding in a 400 gram can of diced tomatoes, a 1/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce. Now, I always add Worcestershire sauce into stews and casseroles and hot pots because it adds that instant savoury flavour that really sort of brings out the flavour of meat. I'm also adding in a tablespoon of freshly chopped thyme and 1/2 cup of water. Give that a good stir together, and we're just going to let this come to the boil. Return the beef to the pan along with any juices that have run out of the meat while it was standing there, because that's all extra flavour. Stir that together. Reduce the temperature slightly, pop on the lid, and we're just going to let this simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes or until the beef is cooked all the way through. Once the meat is cooked, we're going to season with some salt and pepper. Give that another stir, and then we're just going to allow this to simmer for another 5 minutes and allow that sauce to thicken up, and then we'll be ready to serve. This simple beef hot pot is so easy to prepare, perfect for weeknight dinners. Serve with potatoes, rice, mixed vegetables, or whatever side dish you like. Steaming hot, rich flavours, and this is hot as you would not believe. I'm burning my fingers. Okay, let's dive in and have a taste. Gorgeous. The beef is beautiful and tender. It's got that wonderful flavours from the tomato and the onion and the garlic. The carrots are still a little crispy, which is good, which means they're not overcooked. And we've got this fabulous onion chunks all through it. If you like your onion, you're going to love this. Well, I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Check out my other videos at OnePotChefShow.com. And until next time, see you later. This is, of course, a very basic version of a beef hot pot. You're more than welcome to alter it to your own personal taste. You can add different herbs and spices, change the flavours up, use different meats. You could use chunkier vegetables in it, increase the cooking time to make sure they're nice and cooked. There's so many different options with this. Give it a try. Trust me, this will become a major regular in your house.